Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. You are now tuning into the Indian Scouser. Please smash a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Do all that good stuff. Yes, it is the preview show for the Premier League game against Chelsea tomorrow, 12:30 kickoff in the UK. As for where I am, 7:30 p.m. in Thailand. Am I looking forward to the game? Absolutely not. So, two games that I still need to cover. Our last two games. The last time I was on, it was after the defeat against Brentford. And then I think it was a draw against Wolves. Yeah, 2-2 at Anfield. Should have lost the game, if I'm being completely honest, because they scored, I think, a clean third goal. But because the VAR wasn't working, apparently, you know, they had to go by what was awarded in the game. The linesman had his flag up. So we got lucky. And our last game was Tuesday night. A few nights ago, we went away to the Molyneux. But before that, let me just speak briefly about the Brighton game that was on Saturday. Where do I begin? Shambolic once again, away from home. Our form has been poor this season. When you think about the first game against Fulham, Brentford recently, now Brighton, obviously away at the Emirates, Old Trafford, defeats there as well. So it's not been good. Nottingham Forest as well. It's not looking good, bruv. But anyways, yeah, honestly, it was as expected. I knew we were gonna lose the game. I even tweeted out that Brighton are flying at the moment, and with the way we're playing, I don't see us going there and getting anything, and that's what happened. I think that's one of the worst performances under Jurgen Klopp, like right up there with the Aston Villa 7-2 defeat. In fact, I think this was much worse. I don't remember us creating a single chance. Obviously, Nunez wasn't playing. It was Gakpo up top. He's still trying to settle in. Salah, I don't even know if he played, to be honest, because he was on the pitch, but I don't think he did much, to be honest. And can we really blame the attackers when our midfields are playing like that? I don't think we can. Fabinho, again, there's just no legs in mid. Same old story, you know, of this season so far. It just sums it up. But in defense as well, even without Van Dijk, with Van Dijk, it doesn't even matter. Mitoma had a great game down the left. I'm not going to blame Trent. He's been our best defender since the World Cup. Joey G came on and you saw what Welbeck did to him. It's just not looking good. It's we're just not compact enough. Like teams can just cut us apart so easily, walk through our midfield. Like the pressing that we want to do under Jurgen Klopp, it's not been there this season. And I don't think the players are not listening to him or he's losing the dressing room. It's just the players can't do what Jurgen wants them to do. Like these are the same players from the last few years. You can't just use the same players year in, year out. That's why we keep talking about buying a new midfielder, reinforcements, refresh the mid. But I'm not going to speak about a new midfielder now. There's still a couple of weeks remaining in the transfer window. We'll see what happens with that. I doubt anything's going to happen from what Jurgen is saying, but you never know. But yeah, moving on to the last game, the FA Cup replay, third round replay, away at the Molyneux. As soon as the game kicked off, Adama puts the ball in the box. the light goes off, but honestly, that was the midfielder we wanted to see. The trio in mid, Basetic, Thiago, and Naby Keita. I think I saw a stat after the game that every time the Naby started with Thiago, I don't think we lost a single game. But again, it's a small sample size because it was only like under 10 games. And that's why last season we were calling for the NFT midfield, but this season Fabinho, he's not been at his best. The decline, it's just ridiculous, and Basetic, as I called him in the last video, Stefan Iniesta, what a game. Another Spanish baller. I think he's a 17, 18, played alongside Thiago. Both of them had a great game. Naby Keita as well. And Harvey Elliott, you can see what he can do when he plays on the right wing. I think he's more of a 10, but obviously on the right wing, he's better than a right mid in the number 8 role. And Carvalho had a decent game. And Gakpo, again, probably the least involved from everyone, all 11 actually. But again, he's just selling in 3 games, sometimes playing on the left, sometimes playing up top. You got to give the kid the chance to settle in. So, yeah, we can't judge from 3 games, you can't write him off yet. And yeah, now we're in the next round. We play Brighton away in the FA Cup. Is it time for revenge? We'll wait and see. But let's speak about the upcoming game tomorrow. It is a mid-table battle, a mid-off, as they're saying it, as they're calling it, the El Crapico, the El Shitico, whatever you want to call it. It's a must-win for both teams. 9th versus 10th, joint 9 together. But we obviously played a game lesser than them. I think whoever loses game, the top 4 is done. You can just, I know mathematically it's still possible. We still have a whole second half of the season to go. We played only, 18? Chelsea played 19. Tomorrow's game will literally be that halfway mark. And, there's another 19 to go after that. So, yeah, it's a must win for both sides. Chelsea's been poor this season. So have we. It's time to step up. We don't do quite well in the early kickoffs, but again, I need the crowd to be up for it. I'm sure Jurgen will say that in his press conference, or, he would at least want the fans to do that. But yeah, massive game. I hope Nunes is back for this game. I think he will play a massive part, Mr. Chaos himself. And yeah, I want to see Gakpo down on the left, back to his original position. Mo has to step up his game for this. And you know what? Speaking of this, let me just show you guys my formation and also what I think Klopp will end up doing. Give me a sec. All right, I hope you guys can see this. So in goal, obviously, Alisson Becker comes back between the sticks. Kelleher played in the last game, but Ali's definitely back for this. Trent right back, Robbo left back. I think Tsimikas had a decent game against Wolves. He looked knackered, but obviously Robbo will be back. I think Klopp will play both our best centre halves at the moment, Konate and Matip. But Gomez, Joy G had a great game against Wolves as well. But I think Matip comes back for this after being rested. And yeah, I think from these two, I prefer Ibu on the left as the LCB and Matip on the right. Now in midfield, it's the trio that we want to see, the same as the last game, but we know this is not happening. Young Stefan Basetic for me starts in DM. Thiago will definitely start, here LCM. As on the right side, we'll talk about what Klopp is going to do, but I'm definitely playing Naby Keita. He played the full game against Wolves, 95 minutes. Great performance by Naby. We're losing him on a free this summer anyway, so you might as well play him till his contract runs out this summer. And yeah, I'm playing a 4-4-2 diamond. Obviously, the front three that I want to see is Gakpo, Nunez, and Salah. Here, Gakpo is playing as a cam number 10 behind Nunez and Salah. Obviously, I hope Nunez is back for the game. And yeah, whether it's a 4-4-2 diamond or 4-3-3, Gakpo on the left side, on the right, Nunez up top, I don't mind. But, as long as we play this midfield and the front three, if Nunez can't make it and Bobby's still out, then I want to see Salah up top, Gakpo on the left, and Harvey Elliott, who played well against the Wolves, scored a brilliant, brilliant goal. What a hit. He has to start right wing. And yeah, I think I'll leave Ox on the bench. And the likes of, Carvalho and Chris Jones and another youngster in Ben Doak or Ben Doak. But this is what I think Klopp will end up doing. So the same back four, back five, if you're counting Ali. Here's the thing. I won't be surprised if he plays both Fabinho and Henderson, like what he normally does. After resting both of them, Fabinho came on against Wolves. Hendo wasn't in the squad. He wasn't on the bench. But because it's a big game, it's the big occasion, it's a must win, it's at home, I think he will play the captain, Henderson. But the reason why, deep down, just slightly, I just feel like after watching Naby's performance, I said this many times actually, that he will finally start Naby. After the Brentford game, I thought he'll start Naby against Brighton. He still didn't do it. But now surely he has to start Naby. Surely he has to start Naby for this game. RCM. And why Hendo over Flacco is because, like I said, Hendo was fully rested. He didn't even come on against Wolves, and he's the captain. Fabinho's been really poor this season. So I wouldn't be surprised if he plays, obviously, both Hendo and Flacco with Thiago. But I think he's going to go with Hendo in the number 6 role of this game, with Thiago on the left, Naby on the right. As for the front three, same as me. Obviously, in a 4-3-3 formation, Gakpo on the left, Nunez up top, Salah on the right. So yeah, let me know if you guys agree with my lineup and formation, or would you go with what I think Klopp will do, or you have your own. Let me know in the comments. But I think this game, whoever scores first will be massive. I think if we go down first, it's another long day, another long afternoon, long game. And it's been a long season so far, and a long way to go. So I don't know why. I have a feeling after watching last game, obviously Chelsea got a whole week rest, but I think that just boosted our confidence a bit and the players' morale. I think the fact that we're at home advantage Liverpool, and I think we're obviously the slight favorites in this game because we're playing at home and we're just above them by goal difference on the table, and obviously we have a game in hand. But yeah, I don't know why. I just think we will step it up this time and play like how we normally do, the way we have to press when you have to, putting in those challenges when needed, not being lackadaisical about it, and, keeping it calm, the composure, keeping it compact, press as a team, push up as a team. And yeah, I think tactically, Jurgen's not the best, but I know he's definitely one of the best in coaching these players and motivating them. As for Chelsea, Potter, they've been going through a lot. Obviously, I think their new signing, Mudryk, the 100 million signing, will probably start or be on the bench. People are talking about him and Trent. That's a battle we have to wait and see. They've got lots of injuries. So do we. And that's why we're where we are on the table. But enough with excuses, because with the players that we have, we still shouldn't be below Brentford, Fulham, and Brighton, and we played all these 3 teams already this season. I think all were away from home, and with 2 defeats and 1 draw against Fulham on the opening day. That's just not good enough. Score prediction for this. I'm going with a Liverpool 2-0 win. A clean sheet, Liverpool 2-0, 1 in the first half, 1 in the second. I think Darwin backs his game, and I think Gakpo gets his debut Anfield goal in the Premier League. That's it for today's video, people. I'll see y'all in the next one. Stay safe, stay blessed, smash a like if you haven't already. Peace out.